Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Garry's Mod. Today we'll be taking a look at the Killing Floor 2 NPCs. And the first one of those NPCs is going to be the Bloat. The Bloat is a very chunky looking guy with some nasty looking pustules on his body. So as nasty as this guy is, let's see if he's just as gross in combat. And absolutely, because if you couldn't really tell, he pukes on you. And if that's not enough, he'll smack you with his belly, which, I gotta be honest, I don't really want to be slapped with his man titties. Now, thankfully, he does take a lot of damage, so if you got a good gun, he's not really gonna stand a chance. So maybe you're not into big fat dudes that puke on you. Well, no worries, because we got the Clot, and the Clot has a special ability where he can grab you and you can't move. But you could just take care of him with a few easy bullets. Now, as fun as the Arctic weapons is, I really want to utilize the flamethrower because all these NPCs have specific animations for when they're set on fire. Let's go ahead and set this guy on fire and see how effective this really is. I don't know about you, but that seems pretty effective to me. Let's go ahead and spawn the Bloat once more just to see what he looks like. He definitely does not look like he's having a good time. Next up, we got the Crawler. So the Crawler is going to be the fast land unit. And you can see he's pretty dang maneuverable, whether it's going around these little spiky hedgehog things, or even going in between all these different objects. He's pretty much always right on our tail. He does a little bit of a leap attack, although he does not do a crazy amount of damage. The good thing is that of course, he's pretty easy to take care of. Now, albeit the flamethrower doesn't do a lot of damage. The Cyst! The Cyst is going to be your leaping kind of guy, even though that other dude also did that. He will also grab you, just like the Clot will. Let's go ahead and spawn him again. Remember that a lot of these NPCs don't have a crazy amount of health because, well, as you'd expect with Killing Floor 2, it's obviously a zombie slaying game where you don't want to have to shoot out a whole magazine just to take out one zombie. And there's also going to be a lot of these dudes usually when you fight them. The Fleshpound! Finally we get into the real shiz. This is the main man, well, at least for most people. Until you, of course, get to the final boss, which will be later on in this video. But this guy is pretty much like the mid-boss that you face, and man, is he difficult to take down. At least for me, because I'm a nub. So he's got two very big, blunt weapons that he's not afraid to use at all. But of course, we got a flamethrower that does not actually seem to be doing a whole lot of damage, so I think I'm going to switch to the Arctic weapons. But yeah, this guy does serious blunt damage. He also has a few really cool attacks, including one that will one-shot you. But I'm not afraid of a flesh pound. Hell no. I pound flesh all the time. Alright, I think I'm sick of getting my flesh pounded. Alright, so with Arctic weapons, he's not too much of a burden. But if you couldn't tell, we did die there a few times, so he's definitely not easy. Next up, we have the Gorefast. The Gorefast is going to be, well, you know, he kind of reminds me of the fast zombie from Half-Life 2. Although, way more vicious. You can see that he has, quite a few blade attacks. But of course, just like most NPCs in this pack, if you set them on fire, you'll get a cool little animation. And then you can also just kind of finish them off with any other weapon. But maybe you want something a bit stronger than the Gorefast. This is the Gorefiend. Not to be mistaken with Gorefield. And you can see he's way quicker and he has 2 blade arms instead of 1. Also, he has double the health. So definitely way more formidable than his counterpart. By the way, if you guys do want to slow some of these NPCs down, shooting them tends to stop them in their tracks for a moment. You can see there he's kind of recoiling from all the fire. Looks really freaking awesome. He's got a bunch of cool spinny blade attacks, but we of course got guns, so I'm not really all that afraid. That is until you whip out the Husk, who has a freaking rocket launcher. And also has a flamethrower, so now we have a flamethrowing buddy. Let's see which one is stronger. Okay, oh. Wait, how is that not... Isn't that kind of ironic? The guy with the flamethrower is being succumbed by, well, a flamethrower? I guess it goes to show that just because you have one doesn't mean you're immune to it. For real though, I gotta say though, even though he's not the strongest, definitely one of the most formidable in the pack, just because of that rocket launcher. Like, that does like half of our health every time. Plus, he's got a few melee attacks, and the flamethrower does a decent amount too, but I gotta admit, I'm pretty afraid of that rocket launch. Next up, we got the Scrake, and this guy has a freaking chainsaw arm. Yeah, no thanks. He also has one of the biggest health pools in this whole pack with 1600 health. Let's see what he looks like when he's set on fire. Definitely doesn't like it, but also definitely doesn't really care. Alright, come on, man. Thermite grenade. Here we go. Yeet. Okay, something tells me that that's not really all that effective. Alright, the bayonet it is. Here. I think my own grenade killed me. Well, now he's pretty weak, so we don't gotta worry too much about what this guy's gonna do, but I gotta say, damn, man, that chainsaw is pretty fire. And so is he, apparently. Alright, let's go ahead and finish. Oh, never mind. Next up, we have the Siren. The Siren is going to scream super loud. Oh my god. Now, I do remember this one from killing floor 1. And damn, is this bitch annoying. But thankfully, just like a lot of the other ones, she doesn't have crazy amounts of health, so she's pretty easy to take out. And then, of course, you got the Slasher. The Slasher is going to be, well, the leaping unit, apparently. We have a lot of leapers in this pack. He's also pretty quick, too, although, oh, he'll also grab you. And the Stalker. This is going to be the invisible unit. Definitely a really cool NPC. Ow. And pretty quick, too. Got some little, whoa. Damn. Let's see if you can dodge fire. I'd say fire's pretty good considering it also reveals her since, yeah, you can't really make flames invisible. So we've gone through all the NPCs, but we have one left, and of course that's going to be the Patriarch. And here he is, and wow, he looks a lot different than the one from the first game. Let's go over his moves real quick. He's got invisibility, if you couldn't tell. He's got a freaking minigun. He's got some kind of an appendage coming out of his, is that his crotch? So I don't know what's worse. Dying by one shot to his minigun, or getting slapped with his cock arm. This is definitely the absolute most formidable NPC in this whole pack, and in the whole game. With almost 4,000 health, and getting one-shotted by almost everything, we're gonna need to up the ante a little bit. How about a flamethrower? Ha ha ha! Alright, we're gonna try range. Maybe we can get him at a distance. I think that minigun does have a maximum range, at least I hope it does. But he is slowly coming close. And we're not doing diddly squat to him. Hey, bro, I can still see you. Alright, so we're doing a little bit of damage, but definitely not enough to really mean anything. Yeah, he's still got, like, all of his health. This is not gonna work. Although the fire seems to have been distracting him. That is until that happens. Alright, man, come on, give me something good. Give me a chance, please. Also, if you couldn't tell, the Patriarch also heals. Literally, he's healed like 200 damage. Now, you could be cheap and dirty. But I don't really feel bad considering he's pretty cheap and dirty. You can use the energy ball. And then that makes short work of him. But of course, that's Alright, we have every single NPC spawned, except for, of course, the Patriarch, because he's not going to be someone you're fighting all the time in the game. But we have one of each kind. Let's go ahead and see if we can survive with just the flamethrower. Something tells me this is going to go very, very poorly. Already got some Gorefiend action going on. Ow, there goes like, hey, 69, haha. The Crawler is definitely doing something. He's pretty quick, so I think that kind of makes sense. Crawler's dead. Only like 11 to go. Okay. Ow, that was definitely the Husk. Okay. So he didn't last that long. But the fire, haha. The fire's doing something, though. Now, I do want to mention that you can, of course, possess the Patriarch. In fact, you could probably possess all of them. He's got a bunch of cool attacks that we did obviously see. We have X, which lets us go invisible. There we go, yeah. We also have 2, which is going to be, well, the minigun. The really overpowered minigun. We also have the Patriarch's heal, which I did not know that was an ability. But, oh, yep, he stabbed himself with a syringe, okay. And then, of course, we have number 4, which is going to be the rockets. Yes, he shoots rockets. And then, of course, he can jump and break down doors. But there you guys have it. Definitely an amazing NPC pack. If you like Killing Floor 2, in fact, I think I've done quite a few Killing Floor things. I'll put them at the end of the video. Definitely something you should check out. Let me know what you guys think down below, though, in the comments. As always, leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. YouTube don't demonetize me for that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. All the links are down below in the description. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching, and farewell.